My favorite two patches, even I do love carnosine, Marcy, for all that it does. My two favorite patches are what I call the dynamic duo, and that is X39 and Eon. And I want to tell you why. One of the first videos I watched of David, and when I heard him speak just a few days after I found out about this technology 14 months ago, he talked about the importance of X39 at the same time that you're reducing inflammation with Eon. And so what Eon does, like Marcy said, it signals a peptide in the liver to upregulate your SOD and downregulate inflammatory markers like the cytokines, the C-reactive proteins, the lipids, and the fibrinogen, okay? So for me, this patch is huge because when we have inflammation in our body, which we all do, inflammation is the root cause of the disease in the physical body, okay? So inflammation is so important that you keep that at a low level in your body. You're going to always have inflammation, but you need to make sure that it stays in check so that your body stays healthy. And so what happens when you increase stem cell production, your body's stem cells want to go to work to those areas that are inflamed. They're damaged or not functioning correctly, right? And so what David said, I love this analogy. He said, if I did a stem cell injection into, say, for example, my knee, and I injected 2 million stem cells, obviously there's a lot of inflammation in that knee, right? That's why you're doing stem cell injections, because you're trying to avoid a knee replacement. So I inject 2 million stem cells in there. They go right to the inflammation, right? Right to that area that's damaged. Well, what happens is the inflammation consumes the majority of those stem cells. So you may be left with 200,000 stem cells in your body, not 2 million. So when you can reduce inflammation, at the same time you increase stem cell production, you set the body up for a more rapid, dramatic experience in effects, in regeneration, right? And being able to combat that at the same time is very important. So when people say, well, what about for this? What about for this? And they've got their grocery list of everything. I said, if nothing else, these are the two you're going to start with, because you have to reduce your inflammation in your body, right? I mean, you can just use the X39. There's nothing wrong with that. But listening to David speak makes perfect sense. I've done over 10 years of stem cell therapy with my daughter. We never got the results with traditional types of stem cell therapy, over $100,000 out of our pocket, that we did by applying these two patches, which were a couple dollars. That's because of reducing inflammation in the body. Inflammation comes from surgeries and sickness and stress and accidents and diet and lifestyle, all of those things, right? These are my two favorite. To wrap it up very quickly,